Welcome to the e-learning platform by SciencePark. Today we are going to see the third part of Earth and Solar System from 5th standard. So let's see what are the topics which we are going to cover today. So we are going to learn today about satellites, mainly natural satellites and the artificial satellites. Then what are the uses of artificial satellites? And we are going to learn or we are going to know something about the Indian Space Program and the agency which is responsible for this. So friends, as we have seen in the part 2 of the topic Earth and Solar System, the object which you are looking right now is called as a satellite. Now this satellite is Moon, natural satellite of Earth. So there is only one natural satellite for Earth. But there are many more objects other than Moon which are revolving around the Earth. Such as, for example, the one which we are looking at right now. So what is it called? So it is called as an artificial satellite. Yes, a satellite which is up there, which is revolving around the Earth, which is made by human beings and which is placed there up by human beings. And friends, this is how the artificial satellite is placed there, up there. It is placed up there with the help of a rocket. Yes, students, now we have learnt about rocket in the part 3 of this topic. Right? Yes. So with the help of this rocket, the artificial satellites are placed in their specific orbits. Now students, what satellite is this? This is Aryabhatta, the first satellite from India. Yes. Now at that time we didn't have the rockets or the launching vehicles. So we took help from our friend Russia to place this satellite up in the orbit. Now what was the function of this satellite? For what reason it was placed there? So it was placed there to study something about X-ray astronomy, to gather some data regarding to the X-ray astronomy and solar physics. So the physics associated with sun, that is solar physics. So this was the first satellite from India. Now, like the other satellites, there are many satellites right now revolving around the Earth which are from India. So this is one of that, called as INSAT. Now INSAT means the Indian Satellite Systems. So there are around 10 to 20 such satellites from INSAT which are revolving around the Earth. And the main function of these satellites is communication or telecommunication. Now what are the applications of these artificial satellites? Why are they placed up there? So the first application is Earth science. So to learn something about Earth from space. Then astronomy. A few things which we can't observe from Earth, the satellites can observe from space. Then, as we know, communication. Now you talk here sitting in your home to your friends which are far away from you, and that is possible because of the artificial satellite up there. A few applications from engineering. To learn something about space, space physics. For remote sensing, in areas in Earth which we can't go physically, so we can have a look there with the help of satellite. A few technology applications. Then for navigation, and this is a very well-known application of satellite which we all use in your day-to-day life. For example, the Google Maps and radar imaging. So you must have seen such type of images. So these images are captured by the artificial satellites. Now, my dear friend, which agency or organization is responsible for doing all these? As we have seen, an agency called as NASA is responsible for the space administration, but NASA is an organization from the United States of America. And an organization called Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, is an agency which is responsible for all the space programs from India. Yes, right from making the satellite Aryabhatta to launching the Mangalyaan, everything has been done by ISRO. Now let's see what were the major projects undertaken by ISRO. Now this is a very well-known program called as Navik, a navigation system developed by ISRO. And the portion which is covered in blue color, that portion of the planet Earth, is covered by the navigation system developed by India. Now this is used in many purposes, like in defense and many other applications. So this is the Indian navigation system. So this is one major project of ISRO called as Chandrayaan. So this was the first Indian lunar probe which was there inserted into the lunar orbit on 8th of November 2008. It was launched from the Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. So this mission was a major boost to our Indian space program, as India researched and developed its own technology in order to explore the natural satellite, that is Moon. Yes. So this was the biggest success of Indian Space Research Organization, a project called as Mars Orbiter Mission, or Mangalyaan. Yes. It is a space probe orbiting Mars, and it is there since 24th September 2014. So it is the India's first interplanetary mission. And it is there up there to study the surface of Mars. So friends, now let's look at the launch vehicle fleet which the ISRO have. Now these launch vehicles are used to place the probes such as Chandrayaan or Mangalyaan into their specific orbits, or they are also used to place some satellites or to send some astronauts to specific places like International Space Station. So let's have a look at the launch vehicles which the ISRO have. So the first one is Satellite Launch Vehicle, or simply SLV. It's an older version. Then came ASLV, or Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicles. So as you see, it is a combination of multiple rockets. Then came PSLV, or Polar Satellite Launch Vehicles. It is also a combination of multiple rockets. Then came GSLV, or Geostationary Satellite Launch Vehicles. This is widely used today, and it can launch more than one satellite at once. And this is the most latest one, that is GSLV Mark III, also called as Geostationary Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark III. Now Mark III suggests that its maximum speed is 3 times the speed of the sound. Now, out of these 5 launch vehicles, the first 2 which we have seen, that is Satellite Launch Vehicle SLV and Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle ASLV, are decommissioned. That means they are not used presently. But the other three launch vehicles, PSLV, GSLV and GSLV Mark III, are currently active and are used today by ISRO. So friends, let's summarize the session. So we have seen the natural satellite Moon, and mainly we have seen a few artificial satellites by India, such as Aryabhatta, the first artificial satellite of India, and INSAT, the communication satellite from India. Then we have seen a few uses of these artificial satellites. Then we have seen the agency which is responsible for Indian space program, and that is also called as Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO. And we have seen a few projects by ISRO, the major projects such as Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan. And we have also seen the fleet of launch vehicles which the ISRO have. So friends, these are some questions for you. So you can pause the video, you can note these questions down, you can write the answers, you can email to us, or you can write the answers to these questions in the comments below. Thank you.